family. How are you guys? Kesatola ila kisme kenatola kesatata ila. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Please take a deep breath. This is going to be a reading for the part of you that never grew up. Kesatata. Before the world got a hold of you, before you were programmed like that little baby of wonder and awe. I'm doing a archetype reading, and the who is going to be the eternal child. The place is going to be the fault line. The tool you're going to use is the flame, and it is for the initiation of gnosis. Actually knowing your true beingness, knowing the energy of the god or goddess which is inside of you that you can't find in a book. You take a deep breath. I want to thank all the beings that are stepping forward to help with this transmission. We are children of the light, but to be true, of children of true light, you must know the darkness. Period. If you've ever only known the light, you're missing it. I also have light language transmissions that comes through, as you can see, so please take a second and intend to receive whatever it is you need to. The eternal child is the number 4. That's always Archangel Michael in the house. But it's also a tough place to be, especially if you were born into a place where you weren't nurtured, you know. And children like that, you're often so spirited whenever things don't work out like you want, or the world is in such a state, and you have a different way you look at things. You can't understand how people can be so mean to one another, and you often partake in substances or ways of escapism. But those things are going to be, your inner child is healing those aspects that you're not trying to escape anymore. I have my moon in Pisces. I know all about escapism. Unfortunately or fortunately, I guess it depends how you look at it, right? The eternal child is like the 27 club, like all the artists that it's like they're often famous whenever you act from that aspect of yourself. I believe the purpose of ascension is awakening to that healed inner child, the God within you. The God is stepping forth from the solar plexus, which is your sun, your God, your goddess or God expression. Goodness. Trying to be that eternal child, but going through life with the fault line. Whenever you're in touch and your inner child is healing, you make a lot of people uncomfortable, especially like crouchety old people. You get on their nerves. Like, how can you be so? You're such a childish. It's time to grow up. It's never time to grow up. It's never time to grow up. I promise. It's time to take responsibilities and live your life like an adult. But it's never time to grow up. Adulting and growing are two totally different things. But the fault line talks of like precarious situations. But you're in those situations because you bring a light. You transmute energies just by being there. You've made impressions on people just one time they've ever met you. They might not remember your name, but they remember how you made them feel. You just gave something to them selflessly. Like you really have changed the opinions of. Okay, I'm about to get emotional. What is going on? You've changed the opinions of people about people existing in this world just to be good. That don't expect anything else, anything for it, And the flame has been lit, or is being reignited. Like you were like an ember for a long time. Like your eternal child was your inner child was very very wounded, very always searching for love, never getting it, having to not be vulnerable or show their feelings in front of people because they were scared they were going to get hurt again. But once you heal that aspect, just being around you is going to be healing for people. Whenever you have somebody operating from this energy, the truly healed energy of this aspect, you heal just being around them. I mean, you'll heal people just from being around them, just from the state of your energy, just from that balance, that lack of duality, that finding the middle path, accepting what is as it is, not labeling things bad or good, not judging anything. And it will be for gnosis, to actually know thyself. I think because I am, or I am therefore I think. I am therefore I think. Consciousness is first. Consciousness is the aspect. Consciousness is paramount. Consciousness is, I can't remember the word right now, but Primary. Kisna talaunte kirsna mikatauna narasawatai. Know thyself. This means going in. This means taking trips, shamanic journeys. This means coming to terms with the fact that you chose this incarnation. You chose this, the place where you're born. If you're especially like children born in poverty, you'll never understand that. How some kids get parents that loves them and comes and picks them up from the mall, and some don't. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, I don't even know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's just, but you chose that. And you think the more challenges that you've had, the more things that you've went through. You must be a soldier, right? But to get back to this place, you're probably very popular, and once you start working on your energy, once you take those walls down, once you're not afraid to be vulnerable, that makes my stomach hurt just thinking about that, because I remember just a lot of really crappy things happened to me, even from like teachers in school, because I was like the kid with the lice. Like, seriously, we were like never well kept. You know, my mom was not, she wasn't on for that part. She was on for eat some ramen and we'll go wash clothes once a month. It was like that, you know. And I just had some really crappy things happen to me, like some teachers that just said some things that didn't need to be said in front of a whole classroom full of people. Like, everybody knows my clothes are dirty. Like, everybody knows I'm like 7. Like, what the fuck am I doing about it? Like, there was a lot of aspects to where I just got tough, you know, and I just got used to getting hurt. It was like, okay, I expect the worst out of every situation. Like, my heart's gonna get broke. My mom's not coming out of the bathroom. Like, it's not gonna be a good, you know. She said she was coming out, but she's not. And then I got stuck in the bathroom later in my life. Like I said, I would never be like her, and I went down the same fucking road she did, with even worse things. So my mom just gave it away. At least I sold it, right? Okay, I'm just saying, like, shit, she just gave it away. Like, fuck everybody, anybody, like. And this part of me really got shut down. So I'm wearing polka dots, because polka dots mean don't take life so seriously. Yeshua, the master, walked on water, fucking turned into a rainbow right there on top of a mountain. He did that shit. His ass also mastered lightness of being in that incarnation. This really doesn't exist. This is really a big joke. This is really a big place where we get to come and play and pretend like we're physical beings that are separate from everything else, but we're not. And if you had forever, why wouldn't you know every emotion? Why wouldn't you want to know everything you can feel? The worst, the best, all of it. I drove through a neighborhood today that I used to run around in. Like, I used to sleep outside behind shit. I was walking around a corner one time and I had a crack pipe in my belt. There was 2 cops standing there, and he's like, "What are you doing out here?" Like, and I had it like right in my belt. Like, there was so many times that like the goddess was right there with me, my angels were right there with me. So many times I should have went to jail. Like, I should be in there now. I know people who are in there now for shit that I was with them when they did it, and they didn't say anything. You have to go as far into the darkness to transmute it back into light. That's why children of the true light know that darkness is absolutely necessary, and sometimes you have to call upon those aspects of you. But whenever they're healed, you know, I believe, like a lot of shamanic practitioners, that the inner child within you is your dragon, your primordial essence. Whenever you're a child, something happens to you and you get your heart broken, they shut it down where you're not going to go that far again, because you're not going to get hurt like that again. But as you get older, if you don't heal those aspects of you, they take over your life. I smoked enough drugs to fill up a room, you guys. I could have bought houses. Like, I could have did so much. I was like all straight A student, all of it. I could have totally broke out then. You know what I'm saying? But I had to go through a lot of processes so that I could one day transmute and alchemize that energy. I carry something very special within me. I don't know what it exactly is yet, but I know it has a lot to do with Shakti, feminine sexual energy for healing, not getting naked and fucking everybody because you need to stay high because you feel guilty or ashamed. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like sex work is a totally legitimate business. Okay, if we're not here in the West, like, that's if people had to have their cards and everything else, it's a totally legitimate thing. Like, we've turned into prudes and like school marms and shit over here. Like, you got to be married and all that shit. It's all bullshit. I'm telling you, fam. The Bible's full of mistranslations. Okay, 1947 is when the word homosexual got placed in there. You know how many lives have an abomination of God? God, I will slap a motherfucker across the head with the Bible. Like, really? That shit's a book with a bunch of hidden secrets in it because they just couldn't put it out there. If you knew exactly what Jesus came here for, to show you that this doesn't matter, that you're a light, they wouldn't have put that in there, fam. They wouldn't have put it in there. They hid it. And they tweak the story. They tweak the story to keep you out of this place, to keep you out of your freedom. Wow. That's a little creepy. I don't know if it's the penis in me. Y'all, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. Ooh, okay. Shit. Okay. But that's to keep out. There's so much programming. Like I was riding in the car a while ago with my ex, and we were talking about this and that and the third. And it really is programming. Like dudes are not allowed to feel like, oh, I can't think about two men kissing. It makes me sick. Why do you have to think about them kissing and having sex anyways? Like, why can't you let people be people? Because you were programmed to think that's so wrong. That's so. What makes anyone wrong? What if it was a planet where all like my daughter? I'm telling you, Kane for president. I mean, if I wasn't convinced, she convinced my ass in that little car ride. My kids are cool as fuck. But and I know she changed her dad's mind in a way, and that's really cool because yeah, his clothes are like a trap. But I really believe that it's going to open up this life. I'm just Shakti pot. I'm going to get his ass. You can wake up the Christ within you. You can do exactly what he did. In fact, he said that. In fact, he said that. And the way to do that is the sacred secretion. If you haven't began working with it, I highly recommend it. Because whenever you have Amrita start dripping down the back of your throat, the nectar of the gods, the land of milk and honey is actually the two glands in your brain that secrete serotonin and melatonin. It's like a honey-looking liquid in a white land of milk and honey. See how it all comes together? But I mean, you could have got this in a way better place to bring this back. You know what I'm saying? To ignite the flame, to know thyself, and whenever you know yourself, you inspire other people. Like whenever people see your happiness and whenever they see what you've come from. Like I could be a hermit in a cave and throw rocks every time somebody knocks on my door, and that would be like, look, she's been through it. It's okay. Like she can live that life. Like period. Most people who go through that shit, they don't want nothing else to do with humanity. Mm-mm. They don't want nothing else to do with helping nobody out. Okay, they all out for themselves. Like, and I spent a lot of time in a lot of places where everybody was like that. And I had a pretty low line. I'm not even my moral, like, it's imposed morality, number one. What I do is none of your business if it doesn't harm you. That's the whole of the law. That's the new age that is coming, the age of Horus, the divine child. Be your damn self. You want to be called Tina? You were born Bruce? I don't give a fuck if it makes you feel better. You know what I'm saying? If it makes you feel good about you, I don't care. Like, but we're programmed to care so much because we're so much in the left side of our brain, the masculine side, the logical side, which we have dominated over the planet. We've taken over the world. Like we have like 1% of people who really know what's going on have everything. But everyone's starting to wake up to the facts, fam. And I'm here for the elite. I've never had any fucking money and I don't care to have any. If I ever get it, I'm going to give the shit away. I mean, I'll be comfortable, but I'm going to give it away. There's 1% of the population who knows exactly what is going on. They fuck each other and have babies with the same bloodline because they know like secrets that we don't know and stuff that a lot of people couldn't handle. So I'm not going to go into it right now. But Horus was the mother of God and also laid with him and had a child. Just think about that. Isis, Genesis is the generations of Isis. I mean, go beyond what they've been telling you in these churches and shit like that, where they're trying to control you and put that money into the play, and like really look into the symbolism, the allegory, the mythos of the Bible, like the codes. It's coded. You have to have the key of knowledge, of realizing there's nothing outside of you. The same energy that created this world, everything you see, is inside of you. Everything. Christ was no different. Christ was no different from any of us. He didn't come down here to save your wretched soul. You're not going to burn in hell. I mean, it's been 2,000 years. We've been waiting on this motherfucker to come back. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm just going to say that. And if you really look at the astrology of it, Christ has already came back when Uranus came back for his bride, Gaia, which is the planet that we're on. It's all in the stars. As above, so below. And if you're on this channel, I hope you freaking realize that. If you're not, you might want to kick rocks and come back whenever you get it. Because I don't give a fuck. I have 666 friends on my Facebook. And I had a gentleman the other day, kind-hearted soul, sent me a friend request because he thought I needed a lucky number. I needed 667. I said, no, that's to keep out the super Christians, man. I promise. Like, I promise there ain't nothing wrong with it. Meditate on it. That is harmony. They don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know Lucifer means light bringer. Lucifer and Satan are not the same concept at all. Like, if they want to make you think that it is, because they want to make you think everything's like you're saying dead worshiping. No, that's not at all. Like, angels have wings, whether they're black or white. They're all angels, okay? Fallen or not. Demons are angels too. And And somebody had to fall to be able to identify with us and really help us out, the way I look at it. I mean, I don't really know how it's all going to go down, you guys. But I know as we heal our kundalini, as we heal, as we bring back that inner child, our God steps forward, healed from a solar plexus, which is our personal sun, the sun in the sky, the sun. You are the sun, SON, SUN. Do you understand? I hope so. I hope que sada. I didn't even really spend that much time in church, and I was programmed so much to think anything outside of Jesus. I look what they did to that man for you. Look what they did to that man for you. Look what they did to that man for you. Make you have sin and guilt out of this fucking world. Look how much that motherfucker loved you. He came down here. His initiation was beating the body, but he did that on a mountain like 2 days ago when he turned into light. We just gloss over that part. The Ruach Adonai is within us all, the indwelling being. There's so many mistranslations. Please don't get it twisted. Mary Magdalene was not a whore. She was actually a tantric practitioner, Jesus' partner. That's why he kissed her on the mouth. She was initiated the same day in the river. I know I say these things over and over again, but maybe somebody new is here, because it really is important that you don't let that programming that into your head that is the infallible word of God, because it's just not true, fam. That shit was written by many different people over many, many, many years. Some of it was kept in, most of it was kept out. There was a Caesar who was trying to unite his empire. He killed the leader of the sect that he was making into his religion, and then he made it into his religion. Why did he have to kill him first? Jesus was a vegetarian person, and he couldn't stand, like, he was of the Essene sect. And they couldn't stand the slaughter that was going on inside of the temples. When he went in there, he didn't say thieves. He said murderers. Because killing all those animals, like, he didn't kill anything. Like, he understands that life needs to be respected, all life. I'm not even going to get into that, because it's just, we don't even realize, you know what I'm saying? That everything has a will to live. If you go to squish on an ant, that motherfucker runs for its life. Everything has a will to live. But we have just, and being in the left side of our brain, again, dominating that left side, we have mastered it. Okay, it's time to move back over to the right. The 90% that we don't use. That's what the tithe means. Cash, give your 10%. The logical side of your brain, the one that's so overdeveloped, give that shit to the right side. You make better choices. You'll make better choices for yourself, your family, the planet. Guess not at all. 17:22 on the timer. I just want you guys to know that I love you very much, and I'm here to offer a different perspective, a higher vibration, a more well-rounded and whole way of looking at things. And I know that if you're connecting here with me, that you do as well. So please take a second, show some like, send some energetic support, you guys. Check out my channel description. It's all there. You know what I'm saying? I could use all the help I can get, because I've been lost for a long time. I've been in recovery for about 4 years now. Before that, I was stuck in a bathroom with a needle in my arm, or nodding out behind the wheel about to go out in traffic, or, you know, the list goes on. You would not believe some of the shit that I've been through. And that's what tells me that there's got to be some kind of divine, something looking out for me, because I got something big to do. And it starts right here, connecting with you guys. So I'm finding my tribe. I'm so glad I get to come out here and express myself. That's not me speaking to you, okay? Whatever speaking to you, that when it speaks, it is directly to your spirit, okay? Believe that shit, okay? And I think it's like, it's weird. You know what I'm saying? When it first came out of me, I was like, what the fuck is really going on? Like, you know? But it's not anything for you to really try to understand. Just try to feel it. It's the voice of the earth, of the cause, everything. You know what I'm saying? Pachamama, the earth and all of time is within you right now. Your DNA stores 13 billion years worth of information, and the earth is 13 billion years old. You're the fruit of the earth. You're like an apple growing from an apple tree. You're a person growing from the earth. Start to respect that. Say thank you every once in a while. Like, truly try to connect with nature, like in a way that where you just sit in it in silence, and you can become that around you. Like, I've sat in a forest in the total side, and I can become the forest. It's a really amazing feeling. You just have to open up, because believe me, your energy goes way outside of your physical body. Okay, it does not stop here. Like, this is like the fruiting body of the mushroom, mycelium. Like, the mycelium's everywhere. Every once in a while, a little dick pops up, whatever you want to call it. Like, speaking of mushrooms,